talk about the emotions that you felt when you got that call.
Sense of relief, honestly. Being selected by the Cowboys is something I've always dreamed of, and for it to finally become true is everything to me.
You talked about, obviously, your family, diehard Cowboys fans. What does this mean for them to see you about to be rocking that star in your helmet?
This means everything. Like, there's no better way it could have played out. Like, we've been rocking the star our whole life and going to Cowboys games here and there whenever we can, but now it's really becoming a real thing. So I feel like everything's just falling in line with God and the man upstairs, and I couldn't be more happy. We're all excited about this.
Talk about God. Do you lean on your faith a lot in this process?
I do. Before I saw y'all on the clock, I prayed about it, and it happened.
What are you looking forward to most out of being a Dallas Cowboy?
Getting to put on my star and strap up and go whoop somebody's ass on the field. That's what I'm most excited for, honestly.
Nick Harris, DallasCowboys.com. Welcome, Tyler. First off, going from the right side to the left side, there's going to be just a little bit of changes in doing that. Granted, you were still blocking for a blindside quarterback in Dylan Gabriel since he's left-handed, but what do you think you're going to have to kind of work on to be able to manifest that left tackle spot?
Just refining my technique, repetition over and over, doing it so much that I can't get it wrong. It's just switching your footwork, switching your hands and your technique, and also flipping the plays in your mind. I've been playing left tackle since I got into college. I actually feel like I'm better at left tackle, and I'm more comfortable over there anyway, so I feel like the switch will be pretty easy.
I don't know about y'all. Actually, I do know about at least some of y'all, but I feel pretty good about the Tyler Guyton pick for the Dallas Cowboys. No, it's not the sexy pick that Cowboys fans may have wanted to see. It's not a skill position player. It's not the Jackson Powers Johnson. It's not the Graham Barton pick that other people may have wanted. But at the end of the day, it's still a starting quality NFL left tackle, regardless of how you want to slice it. The facts of the matter are the Dallas Cowboys have not missed on a first-round offensive lineman in God knows how long. Zach Martin, Tyler Smith, Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, these are all recent first-round offensive linemen the Cowboys have drafted, and all of these guys have ended up being all-pro players at some points in their career. I don't think that we're going to see anything different from Tyler Guyton, as this dude is an absolute mountain of a man, standing at 6'7". Some sites even list him at 6'8" tall, 322 to 323 pounds, 10.5-inch hands, which are extremely important for an offensive lineman because they got to grab you, and the foot agility of an ex-basketball player. Tyler Guyton has all of the tools to be exactly what any NFL team would want in your prototypical offensive lineman. He just needs to be refined a little bit more. And I keep hearing certain words being thrown around as it pertains to Tyler Guyton, and I'm gonna say this right now. One of those words do not apply to this kid. There's a big difference between the words raw and a project. A raw player is a guy that's giving you productivity. He has the skill set and all of the tools to become even better than what he already is. A project player is a guy that you feel has the potential to be productive, but has yet to actually show said productivity. Tyler Guyton, albeit in limited snaps compared to some of his counterparts, has shown the productivity to be exactly what the Cowboys would want, protecting their quarterback's blind side. Now, that was my soliloquy on what I think about Tyler Guyton. You pair that with the fact that we were able to pick up a third-round pick when 99% of Cowboys Nation was groaning about the fact that we didn't have a fourth-round pick in a draft ripe with talent, then in my opinion, you got an A+ day one for the Dallas Cowboys. You address a critical need with one of the best players available at that position, Tyler Guyton, regardless of how you want to put it. I don't care if it's not the exact lineman you wanted. Any of these first-round offensive linemen, I'm willing to bet 90% of these first-round offensive linemen are all going to be good players, man. This was an extremely deep draft for offensive linemen. I don't think many of these guys are going to be quote-unquote missing. I think pretty much the majority of all the first-round dudes are going to get second contracts with their team. I feel like sometimes we as fans and sometimes we as content creators can get to a place where we start to outsmart ourselves a little bit. While I feel like I'm very capable at what I do, I feel like my analysis and my ability to discern information and then be able to articulate it in a fashion that's not only engaging but easily understandable for a viewing audience, it's a skill that I don't think that a lot of people have. But I'm not going to sit here and overplay my hand. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm smarter or know more than what I really know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know more than guys that are being paid a lot of money to do just that. Will McClay and his staff signed off on this. Will McClay and his staff are also the same people that have provided us 3 to 4 other all-pro linemen. Regardless of how I feel, if they felt like this was the move to make right here, then damn it, I'm going to go ahead and rock with it, bro. They haven't given me any reason to doubt this. Not this specifically. There's a lot of stuff I would doubt about the Dallas Cowboys, but not this move specifically. Even one of the most reputable offensive line coaches is giving his stamp of approval on this particular pick by way of Duke Manyweather, and he said himself, the Cowboys don't miss on first-round offensive linemen. Someone asked him, why should we be excited about Guyton at left tackle? This was his response to that, man. I'm sorry, bro. I respect and I love all of my peers. I have respect and love for the viewers, the fans, all that good stuff, man. But at the end of the day, sometimes I feel like we can be too smart for our own good. And what you see are people falling in love with the idea of being right over sometimes just knowing how to be happy when good things happen. In no world do I believe you look at how the Cowboys handled themselves in the first round of the draft and you think that this was bad or anything negative came out of this. This was an A+ day one for the Cowboys, man. No, it wasn't the sexy pick, but I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of those guys on day 2 of the draft. Yes, he has his weaknesses. He's aware of his weaknesses, but those weaknesses have nothing to do with tools that he doesn't have already. He's equipped with all of the tools. It's just refinement. It's just a matter of coaching. It's just a matter of this dude getting into a professional system where the people that he's working with their whole life is built around trying to do that very thing, which is making offensive linemen better. He's going into a professional program in a professional locker room, in a room with all pro linemen to guide him and give him some help. And I think by mid-season, everyone's going to think that this was an absolute hit as far as being a good draft pick, all right? Not only that, but Tyler Guyton, everything I've heard from him in his interviews, everything I've heard from him since being drafted by the Cowboys, everything I've learned about him since, I love this kid more and more by the day. His family, his entire family are die-hard Cowboys fans, man. And there's one thing that you cannot teach a player. You cannot teach a player passion. You can't. And he's going to have that passion to where he wants to lay his body on the line every single Sunday and put it all out there on that field, because it not only means a lot to him, but it means a lot to all the people that mean the most to him, man. And that's what you want, y'all. That's all you can ask for. This picture right here is worth 1,000 words to me. I am in love with the first round draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys. Pause. Not in that way, in a sports way. Relax. But yeah, that wraps up day one. My reaction, my thoughts on everything as far as Tyler Guyton, all the drama surrounding him, surrounding the pick, how everyone's reacting to it, some of the fans, some of the creators, a lot of whom I respect. There's no love lost. There's no respect lost just because I disagree. It's a simple disagreement. That's perfectly fine. But I think that it's going to be proven that the same way that people were complaining about Tyler Smith, the same way people were complaining about Micah Parsons, the same way people complained about Travis Frederick, the same way people wanted Johnny Manziel instead of Zach Martin, same people that are upset about Tyler Guyton are probably the same people who are upset about those picks. All right, but either way, we still them same old Cowboys. Damn, I broke some stuff. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Damn.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.